This year's report, of course, as I mentioned, shows the significance of reviews, and these have risen year on year in terms of importance. How has this trend evolved both locally and internationally, in your view?
I mean, I think that we can see the rise of reviews kind of as an extension of word of mouth feedback, insights from friends and family. Excuse me. And, we've known for a long time that that has been really important. And it used to be the number one source of information for consumers. And reviews is just really kind of the broadening of that circle of friends and family and trust reviews, to cast a wider net to include people who you may not know but who are posting reviews out there on websites, on social media. And we see this taking hold locally and internationally, especially with the rise of e-commerce. People sort of turning to the broader community for insight and feedback on which products and services are great and which ones are not.
I'll come to you now, Amanda, in terms of the same question, but slightly differently. How have you seen consumer sentiment change over the years in terms of reviews following, the publishing of this report? And of course, because this rises year on year, you see the changes year on year as part of the consumer survey. What has changed?
I mean, it's quite interesting. I think a few years ago, we consistently done the survey with 2,000 digital or online respondents. And a few years ago, I think we actually saw the rise of reviews. I think it was in 2021 when it was sitting at about 54%. And in our report, we actually we called on businesses to take reviews more seriously. Now, we're not so arrogant to believe that that's the reason that we did, but there has been a massive shift in the way people, businesses, online businesses, but even offline businesses are asking and inviting reviews. And I think what it's doing is we sort of use the word review ecosystem. So I think in the review ecosystem, what's happening is people are both researching, using reviews, and giving reviews as part of almost their give back. And interestingly, Peter did that as a kind of a campaign for Mandela Day, where they said, do your bit and do a review. Because in a way, it is that authentic, trustable resource that people can use in their purchase journeys. And the one thing that I really want to emphasize, because I had a few people actually at the LeaderX conference come and ask me about, no, but it's not relevant in my category because we're in DIY and everyone needs to actually physically see the tile or touch and in fact, what we see is that reviews, and if you think of your own life as well, I mean, you don't only seek reviews for things you do online. You seek reviews online for things that you do offline, including sort of travel and absolutely DIY and almost everything. For so many journeys are starting online, and as part of that research process, people are consulting reviews. So it's become sort of embedded in the purchase journey, and I think it's important that people understand that it's both online and offline, not